Welcome. In this video, we're going to run through adding your clients to Focus IMS. We've got a couple of ways to do that. We can either add the clients one at a time. We can import a client list that you might export out of your accounting software, or we can connect up. We're just working through some integrations with MYOB and Xero, so you can connect them up and keep your client list in sync. So the first way to get your clients into Focus IMS is simply come to the client menu and client list, which is the page that we're on. Go to the bottom of the list and click Add New. Now, none of the fields specifically are required fields, but you can go right ahead and pop your client details in. I'm just putting in some demo account details, the mobile phone, email address. In order to do any client surveys, we need an email address. And this is purely for your information. You can select where your clients come from and what segment they belong in. This helps later on if you're using the project area for reporting purposes to see where your business might be, which segments your business might be growing in, which ones might be shrinking. Any specific client contract requirements can go in here. These are available basically when anyone who's in that admin or office or project level can see what your client specific contract requirements are. Work requirements end up on the projects. So for example, for a tree contract, it might be to cut the trees and leave the stumps 100 mils above ground level and paint them pink so that no one trips over them. So whatever those work requirements are, they will end up in the field view, so your field staff know when they do the work what that particular customer's requirements are. It might be particular notifications or notifications before attending site, sort of things. Whatever they are, pop them in there. You can pop their logo in. That will come up on their service reports. So when you've finished a job and you've put before and after photos, you can have a nice service report that's got your logo and your client's logo on it. And once you've done that, hit add. We now can put a variety of contacts for that client. So you might have some site contacts, you might have some client contacts, depending on what kind of job it is. Once you've added your client, we can have a look at what projects that client has. Obviously, because I've just added this one, it's not going to have any, but we'll give you a whole project list of everything for that client. Any correspondence, so you might want to put some contract information in there that so when your contract's expiring, so contract for 3 years, put a follow-up date just before that 3 years, so you can automatically see they'll come up on your project alerts when they're coming up due, so you can follow up the renewal of those contracts. You might put in there a follow-up for a CPI increase annually. You want to be automatically reminded of that. You can pop those details in there and put the follow-up date for when that CPI increase is due to happen. That's pretty much it for adding a client directly, and some of the information that might be useful in making sure you meet those customer requirements, which is really a big section in 5.2 of the standards. The second option we have is import clients. So to import your clients, first of all, download this Excel template. I then suggest when you've downloaded your sheet out of MYOB or Xero, wherever you've got it from, you just copy and paste the data straight onto that template. It's designed that it's only that template it will accept for you to upload. Otherwise, you'll get errors or it won't upload. There's a couple of other little things to have a look at. If there's a little apostrophe in anything, just do a find and replace and put a space. Make sure you save the file as an XLS, and then you'll be able to, once you've completed that template file, drop it back on here and it will automatically add those clients in. It will give you what was the last number before you started and what is your last client ID. So you can go and have a look and make sure everything's as you expected. That's basically it for adding clients.